Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Now if you are new around here, please don't forget to press the like button, press the subscribe button, and don't forget to leave your comment down below. Now Kamo Mphela should be way bigger than she is right now. Like, she should be one of the greatest artists to have ever come out of South Africa, but I feel like we haven't seen much growth from the Kamo Mphela from 2020 to the Kamo Mphela of today. If anything, I think we have seen a great decline. Like, if you take a look at the Kamo Mphela from 2020, 2021, her moves were cleaner, sharper, and innovative. You know, she was a breath of fresh air, something we haven't seen in a long time. But now she has become just another artist. So what exactly went wrong? From the very beginning of her career, Kamo was very clear that she wanna be one of the biggest artists of this generation, not just locally, but globally. You know, but I don't think she strategically moved in a way that will allow her to be that. So first of all, let's start with her music. Musically, I've never considered Kamo Mphela to be the strongest. You know, like, she makes good music, but not good enough for her to be able to hold her own space. Like, her music is very generic, you know, it lacks emotion and substance, and only appeal to a very small group of younger people. You know, Kamo Mphela debuted in 2019 and has since released only two EPs, both with only 4 songs, and it's been 6 years since her debut. And she also has a long list of singles, 10 or 11 to be specific, and only one of those really blew up, which was Dali. By now I would have expected Kamo Mphela to have released, you know, at least 2 or 3 full albums, like full body of work, but she hasn't. You know, she hasn't even released her debut album. You know, I would have expected her to have given us versatility in her music, tried out different styles of amapiano, maybe even branched out to Afro pop, Afro beats, Afro house. You know, but nothing. You know, she's still giving us the same type of music, single after single. But now, let's talk about Kamo Mphela's performances. Now, there's no denying that Kamo is one of the best performers to have ever come out of South Africa, which is why I think her stagnance has been very disappointing, because when she first came out, we saw nothing but potential for greatness. Well, again, comparing Kamo now with the one from the beginning of the decade, not much has changed. You know, it's still the same moves, the same style. Or maybe one thing that has changed is that her moves are no longer as clean and sharp as they were in the beginning, well, due to her weight. You know, now, understandably, when Kamo first blew up, she was a teenager, and now her body has fully developed to that of a woman. But we're not gonna lie and say it's not important for a performer to stay in shape. It is. It helps them to have a good breath control and for their moves to be cleaner. So this has obviously affected Kamo greatly, and her choreography hasn't evolved much, you know, which also further shows lack of growth and versatility. By now, I would have expected Kamo to be doing solid stage production. I'm talking great lighting design, great costumes, not just for herself but for her dancers too, and of course great innovative moves. But once again, nothing. I think where Kamo really dropped the ball was not being able to understand her strengths and her weaknesses, and really understand what it truly takes to be a global superstar. You know, Kamo's biggest strength is the fact that she is an exceptional dancer. She moves like no other, you know, which is why she should have focused more on being a performer, growing as a performer, and outsource the songwriting, because that's her weakest point. Get good songwriters to write songs for her, and work with different choreographers to expand her dance range, and work with a good creative director to produce bigger and better shows for herself, and focus on making albums so that your work as an artist is taken more seriously, and that she has enough material to tour and exploit all different types of amapiano, pop piano, Bacardi, private school piano, use her vocals sometimes, or get someone else to do vocals for her while she raps. Even when she raps, talk about different topics: love, relationships, life hardships. Not everything is supposed to be party, going out to party. Talk about different topics, like to show some depth. And if she want to be taken seriously as an artist, not all her music is supposed to be up tempo, have slow tempo type of music. Show some musical range. Some people will argue if she is the queen of amapiano, but in my book, she is not, and she is very far away from it, until at least she work on the things that I just mentioned, because Kamo Mphela was one of the few female artists to dominate the amapiano genre. So that's her space, that's her path. So from the get-go, her goal should have been to be the undeniable queen of amapiano and fully secure that position in every way possible, and then expand from there as an artist. I think after 3 to 5 years, every artist should sit down and reflect if they are still going towards the goal that they set for themselves when they first started, and if not, really evaluate what to change. And I don't think Kamo has done that, because something is obviously not working, but nothing is really changing. So please do let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with my points, and what are your opinions on Kamo Mphela and her artistry. And thank you for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like, and see you guys next time.